folks. Hi, folks. Hello, Instagram family. Hello, Insta fam. How is everyone doing today? This is Dr. Iyabo. Sorry I'm late. 8 minutes late. How's everyone doing today? I hope you're doing well. This is Ask Dr. Iyabo. Hello, everyone. Welcome to my live. This is Ask Dr. Iyabo. I figured I'd come on today to do another Ask Dr. Iyabo session. And as you guys know, I always prepare a talk, okay? This filter is funny. This filter kind of gives me a dot on my nose. Do you guys see that dot on my nose? It gives me false lashes and then it gives me a dot on my nose. But anyway, yes, I always prepare a talk for my Ask Dr. Iyabo, just in case you guys are acting shy and you don't want to ask me questions. I always make sure I come up with a talk. So today I prepared a talk about influence and impact, okay? Influence and impact, but I'm here for you today. Ask me your business or branding questions at any time. I would prefer for you to type it in the question bubble, just so that if many questions come at the same time or comments come around the same time, I don't lose it in the transitioning of the comments. So if you have a business question for me or a branding question, whether it's about an online business or offline business, or you're an aspiring business owner, or you're already an existing business owner, just anything that has to do with business or branding, I'm here for you today. But just in case you don't have any questions, I do have a talk prepared as well. So how is everybody doing today? My name is Dr. Iyabo Webzel. Welcome to my community. Very passionate about the development of women in their personal lives, in their professional lives, their financial lives, their relationship lives, and all of that. I'm just very, very passionate and dedicated and committed to seeing women advance and elevate, right? And just be the best that they can be in every facet of their lives, okay? This is why I call myself, hi there. This is why I call myself an overall holistic coach. I'm the money to honey coach. I'm a business coach, I'm a life coach, I'm a lifestyle coach. I really can help you with everything that has to do with performing at your best. And this is why I also call myself a high performance coach, because I help you adopt all those high performance habits that you need. Okay, there are some habits that high performing people, men and women, adopt on a daily basis that helps them perform at high performance. And when I say high performance, it doesn't mean, because high performance sometimes is looked at negatively, like, oh, she's working too hard or she's doing too much, she's going to burn out. Actually, no, it's the exact opposite. If you're a high performance person, it means that you understand how to balance your life to where you are able to have high energy levels. You know how to take care of yourself. You know how to to balance self-care and rest and exercise and healthy eating and being around positive people. You know how to balance your energy. You know how to be a positive energy person, right? Just so that you can contribute positively to your own life and to the world. So high performance doesn't mean it's a go person who is doing everything and who is, burning out. No, high performance actually means somebody who is very settled in their power, who knows how to delegate, who knows how to ask for help, who is using their skills and their talents in a very productive way, but who takes self-care and energy preservation very, very seriously, right? Because if you don't fill yourself up and to overflowing, you won't have enough to give to others. If your cup is empty, right? If you want to give others a drink, if they're thirsty and you want to give them a drink, and if your cup is empty and you are thirsty, you won't have any water to drink to give them. So you have to fill yourself up first. I took a nap this afternoon. Okay, just to give you an example, I took a 45-minute power nap this afternoon because I had to interview somebody at 3 p.m., somebody that I'm looking to hire for my pediatric office, and then I had this live at 4, and at 5:30 I have a coaching call with a client. So I knew that I needed a lot of energy this afternoon. So I took a power nap. I started to read a book and I started to feel sleepy, so I just closed the book and I took a nap for 45 minutes until my alarm went off to wake me up for my 3 o'clock meeting. So that's a perfect example of a high-performing person who knows when they need rest. A high-performing person knows that they need to sleep well. They know that they need to rest. They know that they need to have quiet time. They know they have to be around positive people who are not going to drain their energy. Okay? A lot of us are drained by the people that are near us. Honestly, a lot of us, it's just our company. It's our friends, or maybe it's even our spouse. Some of you are in marriages where you're constantly drained. I'm not talking about only women. Even some of us women, we drain our husbands, right? So some of us are in marriages where we're drained, where our partner drains us with their negativity, or we have friends that we hang around who drain us of our negativity, or work colleagues. So you have to, as a high-performing person, you have to be very, very critical, not critical, well, you have to be very, very careful of the company you keep, because you can't afford for anybody to drain your energy, because you need your energy to be able to perform, as to perform highly and to be able to pour into other people. So you guys get what I'm saying. This is my initial preamble. You guys know that whenever I come on, I have to do my initial preamble. So, a high performance person is somebody who has high performance habits that they've adopted and they've learned to adopt every single day, right? So that they can be highly productive and they can be highly influential to other people. Which brings me to the topic I want to discuss today. I came on to discuss the topic of influence, okay? The topic of influence. So, hi everybody. Okay, this is Dr. Yabo again. This is Ask Dr. Yabo. If you have any personal branding questions or any business questions, seeing patients is a performance. That is true. Seeing patients is a real performance, and that is why as doctors we have to take care of our energy. And sometimes us doctors, we're the worst when it comes to taking care of ourselves. Some doctors just don't take care of themselves. Yes, seeing patients is a performance on its own. So we really do need to make sure that we conserve our energy and we fill our cups up first as doctors, so that we can actually give back to our patients. Because if we're burnt out and we're tired, we're not going to be able to give back to our patients. Yeah, and medical secretary is the second role. Tell me about it. Tell me about it. The admin work we have to do as doctors. We see the patients, that drains our energy, and then we have to start charting. Even with EMR, it's still it's still a lot of work. We have to start charting, we have to do the admin work, medical documentation. So it is tough. Yeah, our profession is tough. So ask me your business questions anytime. If you're an aspiring business owner, I'm here for you. If you're an existing business owner, I'm here for you. Let me type that and then I'll start to talk about the topic I came on to talk about. Ask me your business or branding questions anytime. Ask me your business or branding questions anytime. Okay, now let me pin this. Okay, so please ask me your business or branding questions anytime. So I came to talk about influence, and I'm going to tell you a story about a testimonial I received yesterday. So, in my DM, a DM just popped up all of a sudden, and I read the message and I noticed that it's a lady that engages a lot on my posts. So this lady, I've noticed that almost all my posts, whenever I post them, she likes them. She also posts some comments, and they're usually very positive comments. So I could recognize the person that sent the DM. I'm like, oh, she's sending me a DM. So I read the message, and that message just made my day yesterday. Okay, she's not a coaching client. I've never coached her before, but and I'm going to actually post that message as a post, maybe in the next few days. But she said, I don't know the exact words, I don't have it written down here, but she told me how she appreciates everything I do and all of my content and how I've inspired her so much, and that she's been in business for 21 years. And because of my influence from everything I've been posting, she actually doubled her prices. I believe she's a coach. She said she doubled her prices, and then recently she even just tripled her prices. She said because I've inspired her to do that, and that she said she was really grateful and that I should keep posting, and I've really changed her life. And that really touched me, because I get so many messages like that with women just thanking me, women that I've never met, that I didn't even know were following me, that I didn't even know were watching me. I didn't know I was influencing them. I didn't know I was making such an impact on their lives. And when I get these messages, then I really realize the reason why I'm doing what I do, the reason why I show up so many times a day, to post so many times a day, to just keep on putting my knowledge out there, my talents out there, and to keep helping women all over the world. So that really touched my heart, that somebody I don't even know, for some reason, I inspired her to double her prices and then triple her prices. Even after she had been in business for 21 years, I made that impact on her. So this is what really inspired me to do this talk. And I'm also reading a book now. I've been reading a few business books. The book I'm reading now is called High Performance Habits by Brendan Burchard. I can't pronounce his last name, but it's a wonderful book. It's a really, really good book, and I've learned a lot from it as well. And I was actually reading the part about influence. So this is why I wanted to talk about influence today. And what I just said, the message this woman sent me yesterday is really a perfect example of how we influence people passively without even knowing that we're influencing them, right? Yeah, I post every day. I post reels. I write captions, that are close to my heart. I tell stories on my platform. And I do know that, I help a lot of people from my work, but when it actually touches a specific person and they come back to tell me, it's a feeling that you just can't describe. How you know that you've inspired somebody so much that they've taken that kind of big change, a big step in their life. So influence, really, what's the definition of influence? Without even looking it up, influence is just the manner in which we're able to help other people develop themselves positively. Basically, that's what it is. If I were to look up the definition of influence, it would be very similar. It's just the manner or the process or the ability, right, to be able to help somebody develop positively in their lives. That is influence, okay? And influence is usually a positive thing. I mean, you can say somebody influenced you negatively, but when you talk about influence, you're really talking about it in a positive way. So influence really is the manner in which you help somebody develop their life positively. And like the woman that sent me this message yesterday, basically I've influenced her positively. She's been able to make some changes in her life just because she's been following my content, right? So hello, how are you? I can't read your name. The person that just said hi, Dr. Yabo, your username has all consonants in it, so I can't even pronounce your username. I'm not sure why some of you create usernames like that nobody can read. I can't pronounce your username, RNKDBS. It has no vowels in it, so I can't pronounce it. But hi, I don't know your name, but hi, love. I don't even know if you're male or female. I'm calling you love, but yeah, it doesn't really matter, right? So, influence can be passive or it can be active. And influence, again, like I said, is the manner in which we're able to, help people develop their lives positively, right? They're able to develop their lives positively. Hi Fola, how are you? I'm doing well, thanks. So influence can be passive or it can be active. What I'm doing right now is active influence, right? I planned to come live for you guys to ask me questions. I thought about what I was coming to talk about. I prepared for what I was coming to talk about. So this is active influence. I actually came out ready to give a talk and to answer questions so that I can influence you positively. So this is active, right? But passive influence is where you just, you model good behavior. You're a model of good examples, right? To people. People just watch you. They look at how you live your life. They look at the results in your life and they emulate you. They admire you, right? And they just strive to be like you, not in a bad way, not in a jealousy or envious kind of way, but you inspire people, you motivate them. They see something in you that they would like to be like, and they emulate you and you inspire them to do well. So that's passive, right? So you can be a passive influence to people, like, you can be influencing somebody right now in another continent, in Asia, in Europe, in South America, and you don't even know you're influencing them just by you living your life, okay? Just by you living your life. And I see the first question. I'm going to take it in a second, but I just want to finish these thoughts about influence. So, just by you living your life, just by you modeling good behavior, just by you modeling the hard work that you talk about. So if I come on to talk about hard work or resilience or persistence and all of that, if you guys see the example in me, you're more likely to be influenced by it. Rather than if I talk about hard work, if I say, oh, you guys must work hard, you must be consistent, you must be resilient, you must be persistent, then I never show up to create content. You're not going to believe me. You're not even going to want to do what I'm telling you to do, because you're going to say, isn't this the woman that is preaching consistency? Isn't this the woman that is saying we must show up in our business? She creates content like once every week or once every 4 days. She's here, there, she's inconsistent, but she keeps telling us to be consistent. So I practice what I preach, right? I practice what I preach. I don't preach what I don't practice. That's one thing about me, and all my coaching clients know this. Everything that I teach you, I am doing it in my life as well. So even before I actually say it out of my mouth, you can actually see the example in me, right? Or if I tell you to stop pricing your coaching low, and I tell you that to stop charging $100, it's, you're not charging for your expertise. And then if I price my coaching at $100 or $200, won't you say, that woman she's a fraud. She's telling us to increase our prices, but she's not increasing hers. So that's another way you influence. You influence people by actually modeling the behavior you're talking about, modeling the personality you're talking about. You're actually practicing it. You're living it. That's another way to influence people. And those 3 I words, influence, impact, and inspire, they're all kind of similar. If you say I'm influencing people, I'm impacting people, I'm inspiring people, they all kind of, they're first cousins. Like I say, inspiration, influence, inspiration, influence, impact. They're all the same, okay? So I'm here to talk about influence today, why it is so important and how it can change your life, and how influence is a high performance habit, okay? But I'm going to pause and read the comments and the questions, then I'll carry on. RNKDBS says, apologies for the consonants. The name is Ronke. Okay, so why don't you just name your platform Ronke? Why do you have to name it RNKDBS? Because nobody can read that. It has consonants, my dear. My mantra about life, just simplify your life. Okay? Simplify your life. Don't make your username a name we can't pronounce. But anyway, Ronke Love. Ronke says, your influence is impacting us over here in the UK, including myself and my hobby. Wow. That means a lot. That means a lot that I'm inspiring and impacting you and your husband in the UK. I'm so happy to hear that. May God bless you and your husband. I'm so happy to hear that. That makes me very humbled when I hear that I'm inspiring people that I don't even know of. Okay? That really helps me. Now, Dr. Maria says, here is the question. After how many years did you double your service fees? My coaching service fees, right? After how many years? I don't even think it was years. I started my coaching business in 2020. Now, increasing your fees is not about the length of time, okay? It's not about the length of time. Really, it's about your confidence level, okay? And how much self-worth you place on your skills. It's not about, okay, I've been in business for 5 years and okay, it's time to increase my prices. That's not what it's about. It's about, okay, I know what I have to offer the world. Okay, my skills and my talents are very valuable to the world. I will help people transform their lives. I will give people tangible results, okay? Not just, this is why I don't like mindset coaching. Not just like, okay, I'm a mindset coach. I'm going to help you improve your mindset. That's not tangible. You know, how am I going to measure? How am I going to measure if I'm helping somebody with their mindset? But if I help somebody get more confidence with public speaking, that's tangible. I help somebody increase their engagement on social media, right? They're getting more comments on their posts. They're getting more views on their reels. They're getting more leads into their DMs. They're starting to, actually have prospective clients in their DMs because of the work I teach them. They're more confident, right? When they come live, they're more confident to be able to talk about themselves, talk about what they have to offer. Their relationship life is improving. Somebody comes back and they say, oh, you know what, Dr. Yabo, you really helped me improve my relationship with my husband. We're communicating better. We're fighting less. Those are tangible things. Or Dr. Yabo has helped me make more money. She has helped me, make 6 sales in the last 6 months. I have made money. I see the evidence in my pocket. Dr. Yabo has helped me lose some pounds. And I went to my doctor the other day and my doctor said that my hemoglobin A1C has reduced. Those are tangible. Right? Those are tangible things. Those are things that, okay, I can see the change. I can see the improvement. Those are tangible things. So as long as you can offer value to people, you should be charging at that price. It's not a matter of how much time should I wait before I increase it, X number of years. No. When I started coaching in 2020, I was very aware of my value. The only thing I was waiting for was just to test the market. Okay? Because of course I'd been a business owner in the medical field. So I was testing the market. I was trying different things. I was trying group coaching. I was trying master classes. I tried membership coaching. I tried all sorts of things. I was testing the market with different things. And then I finally found my sweet spot. And my sweet spot was one-on-one high-level coaching, okay? I'm not saying group coaching is wrong, but from all of the testing that I've done, I've realized that my strength is in coaching high-achieving women, professional women who are very, very intent on being high-performance people, right? High-level women. And those kinds of women, they love one-on-one. They want massive changes. And I'm able to give them more of my time and my expertise at a higher level. I'm able to customize coaching for them, right? Because if you group 10 women together, those 10 women all have their idiosyncrasies. They all have their unique marriage issues or relationship issues or dating issues or self-esteem issues or blocks in life. They have different paths. It's just, so I love one-on-one because women who want to really become high achievers, they want to become high performing women, they are the ones who come to me. And I know that I can really give them my customized, my tailored expertise, and I can help them. Some women come to me just for marriage issues. Some come to me for weight loss. Some come to me for self-esteem, for self-confidence, relationship issues, dating issues. So I get a whole variety of women that come to me. So you see how that would be really hard to do in group coaching, right? So I just believe that one-on-one high-level coaching is where transformation really takes place. We can argue that from now till eternity. People say group coaching is the best because you're able to network and you have other people in your community. One-on-one coaching doesn't mean you can't network, right? One-on-one coaching, you can still network, but one-on-one coaching is powerful. And this is why you'll see that a lot of high-level people, all the wealthy people you see out there, all the really high-level celebrities and high-level people you see, they have one-on-one high-level coaches. Yes, they do group coaching for their employees and for their staff and for their businesses and all that, but they themselves, they have, one-on-one high-level coaches who coach them. Like I have always had one-on-one coaches. Yeah. I mean, I've been to master classes and some conferences, many conferences, but when it came to my high level learning that I took in my 30s and 40s, I always hired one-on-one coaches who customized the training for me, customized the coaching for me, and that is why I'm where I am today. So to answer your question, it's not about X number of months on when you should double or triple. Like I told you, I was testing the market. So I did membership, I did group coaching, I did master classes, back and forth. I did all sorts of testing. I did some one-on-one. And when I looked at the results and when I looked at how impactful I was with what I was doing and the kind of women that were coming to me and my gifts as a person, right? And my gifts as a person, I realized that one-on-one was the sweet spot for me. And I increased my prices in just a few months, not years. I increased my prices. I went from, I don't remember, 1,700 to 6,700 to 10,000 to 14,000, then to 25,000, all within, very, very fast, all within like a few weeks to a couple of months, a few months. So it's not about the length of time. It's about what value do you place on yourself? What kind of results can you help people get? What kind of confidence do you have that you have the capability to influence people, to transform people, and to help them develop themselves and achieve their dreams? And then you also cannot tie yourself to your clients' results. Okay? So that's one thing you have to learn as a coach. As good as you are as a coach, even if you're a fantastic coach, if your clients don't achieve their results, it's not your responsibility. That's a very hard thing for coaches who are not experienced, okay? If you're just starting out, you're going to tie all of your worth, all of your self-worth to the results of your clients. You cannot do that. You cannot, because you can be the best teacher, you can be the best influencer. People are going to be people. There's some people that they need ongoing coaching for the next 50 years. Okay? There's some people that have a lot of demons in their past. They have a lot of blocks that it's not just 1 8-week coaching that is going to help them with that. There's some people that honestly need consistent coaching for years and years and years because they just have so many mental blocks and they have so many emotional blocks. So you cannot tie yourself to the success of your clients. You do your best, and this is why it's important to have a curriculum-based coaching. As much as I customize my coaching is still curriculum-based. I have a curriculum that I follow. As soon as my clients pay, I share the curriculum with them, and they know that this is all what I'm going to learn, and I teach them over and above that. So then the rest will be up to them. You can't move into their homes to force them to implement. And even some of them will implement, then they'll regress. So you're going to see all sorts in coaching. Some will do really, really well and they will keep on elevating and elevating. Some will do well for a season, then the demons from their past will pull them back, okay? And then they'll regress back to what they were doing until they get therapy or until they come back for more coaching. So this is one gem I want to put out there for everybody that is on here who is a coach or aspiring to be a coach or any kind of teacher. Any kind of teacher, you cannot tie your self-worth to the results of your clients, okay? It's like in school. As long as you know, if you're teaching primary school, as long as you know you're qualified to teach primary school, you are a very good teacher. If all the students in your class fail, that's not your responsibility. Okay, as long as you go to school, you teach them what you're meant to teach them, you give them the assignments, you help them with their projects. If they don't pass the rest, it's not your problem. If they don't pass, it's not your problem. So that comes with maturity as a coach, being able to not tie yourself to the results of your clients. Because again, coaching is not a magic wand. Coaching is not a one-time and you're completely transformed. Coaching should be lifelong for most people, right? Most people need lifelong intermittent coaching. Yeah, okay? So I hope that answered your question. Basically, increase your prices now. It is not a matter of how much time do you need. You know, you can wait for 10 years to increase your prices and you still be scared of increasing your prices. So it's not about time. It's about how much self-worth do you place on your value. You make sure that you're pricing at a level that, you know, is compatible with your self-worth and with the kind of transformation you're promising your clients, right? You know, not just, I'm going to help you change your mindset. Nobody's going to pay you $3,000 to help you change their mindset. That's just up in the air. It's not tangible. Are you going to help me make more money? Are you going to help me get more leads? Are you going to help me increase the engagement on my platform? Are you going to help me lose weight? Are you going to help my blood pressure go down? Are you going to help me improve my diet? Are you going to help me be able to communicate with my husband better? Are you going to give me tools that are going to help me start dating better so that I can stop attracting men that are not good for me? Tangible things, okay? Tangible things. All right, let me see. And then Ronke says, would you believe that there's a Dr. Yabo factor, which is positive reference points in discussions over here? What does that mean? I don't understand what that means. Ronke, can you explain? I don't understand that statement. You said, would I believe that there's a Dr. Yabo factor, which is positive reference points in discussions over here? Please explain what you mean. I don't really understand what that means. Okay, so please keep your questions coming. I'll continue my talk about influence, and whenever you guys ask a question, I'll stop to answer the question, okay? So I was talking about influence. We said that influence can be passive or active, and influence, impact, and inspiration are kind of first cousins. They're all the same, right? So being able to influence people can be passive by just practicing what you preach, right? Me coming on and telling you guys that I walk 3 to 5 miles a day, that I'm able to maintain a healthy weight at age 52, that, you know, I watch what I eat 75% of the time. That is kind of passive inspiration, right? I'm saying it out, you guys are listening, and you see the example in me. I'm not coming on and telling you that I do these things, but I'm 300 pounds and I'm pre-diabetic, right? So I try as much as I can. Again, we're all in God's hands. I can't say I'm perfect. I'm in God's hands. I'm a child of God. So, you know, by God's grace, He will continue to keep me healthy. He will continue to, you know, give me long life. I will be alive till 95, 105. I don't see any of these things with any arrogance, but we have to do our part. So as I practice what I preach, passively, you guys pick up on it and I influence you, right? I also do active influencing. I coach, which is active. I come and do lives, which is active, because I come out to teach you guys actively. And then you can also influence people, like I read in the book I'm reading now, by being confident enough to ask. right? So example, if you're working in an office and maybe you're the supervisor or you're the team leader or something, you can also influence people by actually asking for them to do better. You can say, oh, Mary, I really, or, even also by praising them. So asking and praising, you can say, Mary, you've been so good at this project. You've been so good with training people. Can I ask you to please train these other people over there? Can I ask you to even elevate a bit more and start to put yourself out there more and start to show more of your skills? So you can also influence people by asking for them to elevate, right? So again, that's active, right? You can also ask by confidently asking people to make change in their lives. That is active influence as well. And if you start to influence people, okay? A lot of you think you're influencing, but if you're influencing people, let me tell you the difference between influencing influencing in a way that is effective influencing. If you're influencing people and your life, listen to me, and your life isn't better, you are not yet influencing people. You can't say you're influencing people, but your quality of life is not good. There's a problem with that, okay? If you're influencing people appropriately and positively, it should have massive positive influence in your life as well. This is where burnout happens, right? So burnout is where you are replenishing people's energy without replenishing your own. You can't say you're an effective influencer. Okay? You cannot be an effective influencer for long if you're influencing people, but your own life is in chaos. I'm not saying your life has to be perfect. My life isn't perfect. There's going to be ups and downs, but you guys understand what I'm saying. So you have to learn how to influence others while at the same time you're also influencing yourself to do better. Okay? Without burning out. Burnout happens when we're filling other people's cups. We're giving, and we're not replenishing our own cup. We're not replenishing our own energy. So I wanted to make this really clear that influence is powerful. Influence is powerful in making our lives better. If you're influencing properly, you will be happy in your life. You will be fulfilled. You will be content. Your skin will be glowing. People will be wondering, what is this woman doing? What is this person doing? What kind of anti-aging thing is she taking? What kind of vitamins is she drinking? What kind of water does she drink in her house? But it's because of the positive influence that you're making in people's lives that is also allowing your life to be positive, that is making you glow. That's what's making you flourish, okay? If you are obsessed with, and then on the reverse, there's another reverse to that. There's those people who give without thinking of themselves. That's not true influencing. Then there's the reverse where you are obsessed with your own life. You are so obsessed with your life and so obsessed with your problems and so obsessed with what you don't have or so obsessed with what you want that you're not an effective influencer. There's some people like that who I observe them and they don't know that they are. If you're so obsessed with your own life, you're so obsessed with what you want or what you're not getting or how the world is so unfair and how this is this and how this is that, and you're just a chronic complainer, how are you going to be effective at influencing other people? You're not going to be effective at influencing other people because you're too obsessed with your own life. You're not obsessed with helping people change their lives. So it has to be a balance. It's like a seesaw. If you want to be a good influencer, if you want to be somebody that makes massive change in people's lives, you also have to be making massive change in your life. There's no point helping people improve their lives whereas your life is crashing. Or on the reverse, there's no point, you can't influence other people if you're so obsessed with yourself. You're so obsessed with your own problems and so obsessed with, my business isn't growing, this isn't good, this isn't that. Those chronic complainers. You can't influence people if you're so obsessed, you're so self-centered about your own problems. So being able to influence people positively, helping people to make positive change in their lives, inspiring people to get out of their own way, to make their dreams come true, inspiring people passively and actively, I'm telling you, that is the gateway to happiness. That is the gateway to happiness, number one. That's the gateway to peace. And that is the gateway to building wealth and sustaining the wealth. Okay, that is the gateway. And I'm going to read some some quotes to you that are very in keeping with what I'm talking about. Okay, Henry Adams said, a teacher affects eternity. Okay, if you're a coach, you're a teacher. If you're a consultant, you're a teacher. Anybody who teaches, anybody who uses their knowledge to change other people's lives is a teacher. What I'm doing now is teaching. I'm a teacher. Okay, I'm a teacher before I'm even a doctor because I love to teach. A teacher affects eternity. Everything that I teach, everything that I'm putting out there, I know that I'm going to help you guys with it for eternity, because anything you learn today is going to stick with you for life. So Henry Adams said, a teacher affects eternity. Albert Schweitzer said, example is leadership. I love that quote because it's 3 words. How can somebody write a quote with only 3 words that is so effective? He said, example is leadership. Okay, which means show me who you are. Lead by example. Practice what you preach, then I'll believe you. Okay, you want to lead me, lead yourself first. You can't lead me before you lead yourself. So example is leadership. You have to practice what you preach. So that's a really, really good quote. The last quote I wanted to talk about with influence is by Zig Ziglar. Zig Ziglar says, you'll get all what you want in life if you help enough people get what they want. Isn't that powerful? That's why I was talking when I just said that if you influence people positively, you'll influence yourself as well to do better, right? And wealth will come from that. So if your focus is on helping people become better while making your own life better, automatically you're going to become wealthy. You're going to get what you want from it. You'll have happiness, you'll have peace, you'll have a purposeful life, and you'll be very content. So Zig Ziglar again says, you'll get all you want in life if you help enough people get what they want. You'll get all what you want in life if you help enough people get what they want. And can you influence in your 9-to-5 job, or do you have to have a business to be of good influence? Absolutely, you can influence in your 9-to-5 job. Okay? Not everybody is going to become an entrepreneur. Not everybody can start a business. But if you're working in a job that you love, where you found your sweet spot, where you found a job where you feel like the job you're working matches your talents, it matches your gifts, and you're flourishing in that job, you're growing in that job, you're influencing people in that job, and you are getting better. You love the job so much that you're growing as a person in the job. Then that's a purposeful job, right? The only problem is a lot of people hate their jobs because a lot of people are working in jobs that they don't feel aligned with their talents. So if you love your job, if it's aligned to your talents and your gifts, and you're helping people, you're influencing people in that job and beyond the job to do better, and you're also influencing yourself positively. That has to happen. If you're influencing people but you hate your life, that's not influence. You're not going to be a good influencer. So in your 9-to-5 job, find a sweet spot, find a role that you love, find a job that you love that matches your talents and your aspirations and your gifts, right? Start influencing people there and make sure that you are inspiring yourself, you're influencing yourself as well. and you'll grow from that. You'll see that you'll be promoted in that job. You'll go, you elevate in that job. But if you hate the job, okay, if you hate the job and you just feel like, I'm just gonna go there and do what I can do, I'll just help people as much as I can, I just want the paycheck, hello Lekon, good day, hi, how are you, my brother? And I'll just go there and do the work I want to do. I'll just do what I can and just wait for my paycheck at the end of the month. I'll just wait for my paycheck in 2 weeks. That's a terrible way to live life, okay? You're not going to be influential. You're not going to have impact on anybody's life. You're just working robotically. It's a terrible way to live. So I hope this talk made sense. Okay. Hi there. Oh, your first time watching my live. Well, I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm about to wrap up. So I'm going to take any last questions you have. If you don't have any questions, I'm out of here. But the lesson from this live, thank you so much. Skincare with Abby, thank you so much. The lesson from this live is you need to go away and think about your life, that who are you influencing? Who are you influencing passively by being a good example with your life? Who are you influencing actively? As you're influencing them, are you also influencing yourself back? Are you inspiring yourself to do better? Are you loving the influencing that you're doing? As you're influencing people, is it coming back to bless you? Is it coming back to influence you? Are you growing in your life? Are you getting better, right? Are you, are you feeling happier? Are you feeling more fulfilled? Are you feeling more purposeful? Are your days better? Do you feel like you start every day eager to go to that work again, eager to go to that business again because you're helping people? Or do you just drag yourself out and say, oh, I hate this job, I hate this business, I'm just doing it because of the money? How is your life getting better? So those are things I want you to start thinking of. Because if you're influencing positively and you're influencing yourself positively, oh my goodness, you're just going to see your life, everything in your life will change and flourish. Your relationships will do better, your marriage will do better, your health will do better, you'll sleep better, your bank accounts will be better, your children will be happier, everything in your life will start doing better if you are influencing correctly. Okay, life is about influence. That is how we live our purpose. We were all placed on this earth to influence other people, but we also have to influence ourselves as well. Okay, how does one go away to think about your life? Well, you're going to journal. You're going to journal. When we're done with this talk, it will be on my page. You go back and listen to it a few more times. You watch the replay, you get your journal, and you journal about the goals and the dreams you have for your life. Are you happy where you are right now? If you missed my live a few lives ago where I said there's 6 life-changing questions you have to think about in life, you need to go and watch that. Go to my YouTube channel, Dr. Yabo Webzo. Watch the video I have on there about the 6 life-changing questions you should ask yourself. Watch that video, come back and watch this one. Start doing some some soul searching. Think about the goals and dreams you want to achieve in your life. Think about your talents and gifts. Think about all of those aspirations you have and journal about them. That's how you do it, my dear. You have to. If you don't journal and if you don't have a plan for your life, how are you going to move forward? You have to have a plan for your life. If you don't know what you want, how are you going to move forward towards it? You have to know what you want, and then you know how to get it. What about job that doesn't deal directly with people? Okay, well, a job that doesn't deal directly with people, you've answered the question, is going to indirectly deal with people. There's no job, name the job. Lekon, name the job. Any job you name today still deals with people, right? Let's say even you're a contractor who builds bridges, right? You're a contractor who builds bridges. You must have other people beside you there that you work with in the contracting job. Okay? There's no job that doesn't deal with people. Give me an example, because I don't know that job where you're just alone by yourself and you don't deal with anybody. You have to deal with some people. There's no way. So give me the example of the job and I'll tell you what I think. So every job deals with people. It will either deals with people in the form of the people you work with, your colleagues, or the people you serve, your clients, but there has to be people involved. I don't know of any job that doesn't deal with people. I just can't think of it. Directly or indirectly, you're dealing with people, you're serving people. So there has to be a way. And if you have a job that doesn't deal with people directly, and you have a passion or a heart for influencing people, then use your creativity in other ways, right? You don't have to just do one thing. We're all multi-dimensional people. We're all multi-talented people. We all have multiple gifts. So if your job doesn't deal with people directly, and you have a heart, which we should all have, or we should all have a heart to influence and impact people, you can create something. You can create a coaching business for yourself. You can create a consulting business. You can create a mentoring business where you start to touch people's lives directly, right? Yeah, so that is it. I'm out of here because I have a coaching call at 5:30 so that I can at least go and rest my voice and relax a bit before my coaching call. I hope that I answered your questions well. I hope that this talk about influence and impact will get all of you journaling today. And those of you who are watching the replay, I hope it will, spark something in you to start thinking about, am I influencing people? Am I a positive influencer? Do I have high performance habits in my life? Am I replenishing my energy properly so that I can continue to influence people? Am I just influencing people and giving without giving back to myself? There are many questions you have to ask yourself today. Yes. Okay, Lekon said I've answered his question. Wonderful. Okay, so it was lovely chatting with you guys. I'll be back again on Sunday with my tea time with Dr. Yabo, with my phenomenal guest, my friend, my colleague, my sister, Dr. Moni Adanijo, the cardiologist and heart health coach. We will be back on Sunday. I believe it's 1 p.m. So please make sure you set your alarms, turn on your notifications, because I'll be back on Sunday live and we will be talking about creativity and building wealth and all of that good stuff. Bye. Bye.